How's gaming been going for you guys this week? Any good wins?
Second Rats, great. Just him.
Blake showed me Warhammer Vermintide. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's essentially walking around smacking rats with a hammer. That's one of the characters, at least.
Right, it's fun.
How many people can play it?
4.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We still have to play Secret Neighbors.
There you go. Now we're all hatting it up.
Yeah, there we go. Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. For those joining or watching this, you might notice there's some new faces here. We got Brandon Lake, Brandon Champagne, and Mr. Hoffman over there. He's the captain. We've been talking about doing this zombies episode for Cold War Zombies for a while, so it was a matter of just getting us all on the same page. So I'm going to pull up the trailer for it, and then we'll just give our opinions and thoughts about it afterwards. So I'll roll that.
Sam, what have you done?
Did you get the package? Watch it.
Watch the tape.
What the hell is that?
The machine. It's happening again.
Requiem actual strike team is on the ground.
Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Roger. Moving.
Let's get the power on.
What was that?
Sometimes I feel I've got to get away.
Strike team, report. What the hell just happened?
Take my tears and what's not nearly. Oh.
Let's go!
Push him back!
In love.
You want this?
Roll the sentry!
Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love. Tainted love. Tainted love. Don't touch me, please, I cannot stand. See.
Keep pushing! Take the high ground!
We can't hold them off any longer!
Help is on the way. Shit, did you see that?
Tainted love.
The beta is actually open this weekend for PlayStation.
Really?
Only PlayStation this weekend.
And when is Xbox?
Next weekend. Everything is next weekend. But PlayStation gets to play again next weekend.
Use your noodle dingus.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
so
literally the
PlayStation
only thing.
gets like an extra free week of or weekend of the beta from like Thursday to Sunday.
That's dumb. But I mean, that's the only thing Sony's really got going for them is having exclusive rights to Call of Duty. Aside from that, they don't really have a whole lot going on.
And Spider-Man.
I was gonna say
man.
God of War.
Last of Us. Yeah, God of War.
Well, I'm just saying for like major like first-person shooter franchise.
I know.
Yeah.
They used to have
And
one.
Xbox has Halo 2, so I guess we can't complain.
They used to have this space game that was kind of like their Halo equivalent that was pretty popular. What was the name of that?
Wasn't that like Lost Planet or something?
Not Lost Planet.
No Man's
That one is good
Sky.
too. No, not No Man's Sky. It's an older one. It was for PS2, and I think they stopped at PS3.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, we'll just fine, Crash Bandicoot.
I've been
That's good,
obsessed
but
with that lately.
I thought that was a PlayStation game.
Crash Bandicoot?
Crash?
Yeah, we're talking about Brandon. We're talking about PlayStation games.
It was no. You can get it on Xbox now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I saw
Oh,
on Xbox, but I always thought that was like a PlayStation game.
It was originally.
It originally came out on PlayStation, but like when they did the like, I don't know, what is it called, like the Warped game or whatever, they released it for Xbox too.
They actually just released a new one too, Crash Bandicoot 4.
They did.
Because when I was there, I was like, "Oh yeah, do you guys have the Crash?" And he's like, "Oh, which one?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Because it was like the Insane Trilogy that has like the 3-in-1 or whatever. And he's like, "Oh no, there's one that just came out today too." Because it was like last Saturday that I got it. I'm like, I didn't even know that. But no, I want the other one. But anywho, Pop, you had said that was Sam from like young Sam. I guess what, like, obviously you would know more about that, but like, how do you? I mean, it kind of lays it out obviously that Weaver calls her Sam, but like, I guess what confirms that?
Well, if you listen carefully in the beginning, you can hear the first parts of Samantha's lullaby. You know that, like, doo, 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 doo. You can hear that a little bit when she's walking. She says her name's Sam, has a German accent, has the same facial features and hair colors. And you know that little code she puts in? You know, on the old phones?
Yeah.
If you want to text, there's like numbers. It spells out Maxis. So that's kind of like the nail in the coffin.
Oh. See, you pay more attention
it's
to
happening
that.
again, too. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. She says it's happening again.
Where'd you
And
get
she
the
has a
alligator?
What do you mean?
Has that been there the whole time? No, it hasn't, right?
No.
Okay.
When did Brandon didn't look like he moved out at all though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just, like magically appeared on my shoulder.
Just materialized. But what are you guys most excited for out of watching the trailer for the breakdown? What's the one thing you got the most excited about in terms of zombies?
I'm playing new zombies.
Pop can't contain himself right now.
In a drought of new zombies. Oh, my desk. I'll fix it later.
So for those of you who don't know Pop over here with the captain's hat on, he's basically our zombies connoisseur. If you mention like any map, any character, he'll give you at least a 3-hour backstory on it. And I keep messing it up. But what was your total walk time in miles walked in one zombies alone?
3,100 something miles.
Yeah. And I don't know what mine is, but it's like probably 5 miles. But
I don't even think I have a mile. So, oh man. So Pop, so someone like you who definitely enjoys zombies, what was the biggest thing about that trailer that excited you? And what was the thing that pissed you off the most that you saw?
Well, the thing that pissed me off, I'll start there. Things I don't like are the tide leveling up. So you get the same, you level up through all of it the same. So you don't have a zombie level and a multiplayer level, you know. On Black Ops 3, I really like being a prestige master level in the hundreds. Like 5 prestige higher than Brandon. It's one of my greatest life
I literally just got to prestige 5.
I'm probably not even prestige 1.
It brings me joy in life sometimes. And
or all the time.
All the time, every time I log on. And I don't like the score streaks. So those just seem weird, you know?
Yeah.
How do you
kind of
streaks in zombies?
On that topic, I kind of wonder how that's going to work. Like, you call in a score streak, are you actually going to be able to control the chopper, like in a real game? Because if you think about it, if you're standing in a mob of zombies and all of a sudden you pull out a chopper gunner, what happens to your person? Are you invincible for that, like, 10, 15 seconds you're controlling the chopper gunner? Or do your teammates have to, like, watch your back while you do it, otherwise you get knocked?
Yeah, that's what people were worried about. I think they should just do it like traps. Like in Mob of the Dead, they have the sniper tower. And that's like a score streak, you know? I don't know. Dumb.
So are they going to keep traps in now that they want to put like score streaks, or like?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
It, or is it like in tandem?
I could see them both being in the game. They can't just get rid of traps. So.
Were there any in that trailer? Like, were there any hints at traps? Any that got used at all?
I don't think so.
No.
There was that sentry gun, but that's probably a score streak.
Right.
I don't think so.
Well, those are the things you hate about it. What were you most excited about?
I also don't like. There's gun rarities in it.
Oh my God, you're like, what do you like? He's like, I also don't like.
So they don't. It's like in Warzone when you can get a common to like a legendary gun. They're adding that in the game, so you can get an absolute garbage like ray weapon, and it just suck. I don't know. It seems weird to me. I think it should just all be one.
Do you think
have
it's
the
gonna
bad guns
be
and the
based
good guns.
upon attachments still, or is it just like power level?
No, I think it's going to be damage because they've got the gunsmithing already, so it'd be a shame not to be able to put that in your loadouts or whatever. You know, maybe they would have it like if you get the gray one, you get this only one attachment or something.
Okay.
But I just see him doing damage, pretty much.
That's fair.
Things I do like. I didn't see any gobblegums. I really like that. I hate gobblegums. They're nice. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. It just seems cheating when you can hit one gobblegum and just skip 2 rounds. You know, that takes the whole point of it. Gone. I like the weapons, and the old perks are back. And they're all like revamped and everything. They're drinking out of cans now, not bottles. There's also the devs said they want to keep they're doing something new, but they're going to keep it classic, which is like exactly what needs to be in zombies. So everyone's I'm burned out of the same like Ether storyline stuff, you know. I need something new, but I also like the classic gameplay better. So yeah.
And who are the characters even? Because I know that they had meant that they're basically confirmed, and obviously that trailer confirmed that like Tank Dempsey, Dr. Richtofen, like that team is not going to be in this one. Did they say who the new characters are going to be?
You're like a team, so I'm pretty sure it's the operators for multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you can see Woods in the trailer.
Yeah, Woods is playable, and all the other people.
Understandable.
Which would be pretty cool because if you like, you could like unlock characters by doing stuff. So like, if you beat an Easter egg, you could get a character, which would be like something to work towards, which is something you need in zombies, especially if they're taking out the leveling system, which still chaps at my ass.
All right, Champagne. I haven't heard a lot from you. What are you most excited about? Unless you want to start with what you hate too, like Pop. You can. The floor is yours, wherever you want to take it.
I love zombies, but I like the old classic like BO1 and BO2 zombies. 3 is okay. I like it, but BO4 is absolute trash to me. It's too much. It's too much building and doing all this other crap just to get the pack-a-punch going. Or just
you want to play Origins and spend 45 minutes on round
but Origins
6, you little bitch.
Okay, it's an older map. It's got a lot of building, a lot of stuff
Oh,
to do, but it's cool.
okay.
There's
Okay.
massive giants, okay? Like, it's cool. Robots and shit, okay? It's
You're
awesome.
telling me Gorod Krovi isn't cool? You're literally in a
I like
war-torn
it.
Stalingrad.
You're starting-
While it's under war, there's a literally war going on with giant mechs. Nikolai's in a mech yelling at you this entire game. Old Nikolai.
I'm okay with...
And there's dragons flying around above you.
Yes, and you're showing me to like BO3 zombies and like all the like those newer maps more. But I'm sorry, but I'm never going to play BO4 again. I don't like it. But what I'm excited about is just the fact that they're going, like you said, like with the whole like classic, but also like, you know, making like a new game still. So I'm hoping that it's going to be, you know, a lot better than BO4, but also kind of the same as like BO2 and BO3. I don't like the score streaks either. I don't know, I just think that kind of defeats the purpose, and also we don't know how that's necessarily going to go. Whether or not your teammates have to protect you, or if you're like Collin said, invincible. For the time being. Also, like what kind of score streaks is a big thing too. Like if there's only like a certain amount of them.
Instead of a 25 kill streak, 25,000 kill streak gets you a nuke. Game over.
Yeah. Well,
imagine calling the dogs in.
Right.
What I did hear though is they're doing evacuation. Like I don't know what that's about.
Oh, how there's
yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
Yeah.
The game doesn't end with you dying around whatever.
So
there's an
that's
evacuation
also what I'm kind
point.
of excited for to see how that is. You know what I mean? Like it'd be cool to like do all this stuff and be like, I survived zombies. Like how you have like certain maps where you can like Mob of the Dead. If you complete the Easter egg, the game's over. Like you don't die. Same with Origins. If you complete the Easter egg, you don't die. Like it's end game. Like it's kind of feels good. So if you can do that, like I think I'd feel a lot better than I just played how many hours just to die. You know what I mean? Like it's still like the same outcome, but also I'd rather survive zombies and know the fact that I lived through it than to just die every time. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah,
how
and
that goes.
It's cool because it gives you kind of like a mission versus just like survive. It's not just pure survival at that point. There's an objective-based system outside of just hunting Easter eggs or setting up something, which is dope. So yeah, I actually look forward to that too.
Hopefully it's something optional too, where you can opt to go to the extraction point and end, or you can just stay there and grind out waves upon waves if you want to. So hopefully they give you that option.
I'm pretty sure that is optional.
Yeah.
I think they give you
it's
that.
like if you get bored or something and you kind of just want to out, it'll be like 3 like really hard waves you have to get through, and then you can evac, or you could just sit out and keep playing.
That's cool then.
I don't think I'm gonna do it then, unless it like last night when we were playing and we were just like ready to move on to the next map.
It was like round 47 on Zetsubu, and like we were like in that one spot, and it was just going awesome. You know what I mean? Except when you kept leaving me, dude. That sucks so bad, especially with the Gorgon.
Yeah, we were. I showed him this camping spot where it's a really long hallway, but there's an elevator that takes you down, and the zombies can only come from the end. So I kept on taking the elevator.
Sorry, go on.
I kept on like taking the elevator and just leaving them down there, and then I had a gobblegum that like just teleports you to a random spot of the map. So I had a bunch of zombies in front of me. I turned, popped the gobblegum, and just disappeared.
So you know how in like Buried, how they have like by the jug, like that little hallway?
Yeah.
So it's like that, except for it's literally like 3 or 4 times longer. So like you easily have enough time to like reload, your weapons, and then like just go to town and like not even like make it halfway, and they're all dead.
And on that map, like the dog round, it's spiders, but they only come from like one spot when you're sitting down there in that spot. So you can just charge your one weapon, shoot it on the floor where they land, and then it's just like, it's free round pretty much.
I'll be right back.
Okay, bye. So, Mike, as we've talked about in previous episodes, one of your biggest points with games that you look for is lore.
Yeah.
So, what with the new Call of Duty? What's your takeaway as far as what you're excited from the hints towards the storyline, and what are your thoughts about it?
So honestly, for me, I don't know. It seems like a very fresh spin, like Brandon and Pop were talking about. Essentially, that it's supposed to be reminiscent of the classic, but also more modernized. And I think that's good, because this is one thing I've been pushing for. Is a lot of these older games just to kind of just be remade, just modern mechanics and like spiced up, and it's worked. Look at how Modern Warfare is done. Like, and I think it's great that they're getting back to their original concepts. And I don't know how I feel about the score streak system, but I'm willing to give it a chance. It might not even be what we are thinking it is. But all in all, for the overall story, I'm excited. It'll be cool to see a retelling of of some of these classics, like this classic tale that we grew up essentially learning and playing. So hopefully they don't mess it up, and hopefully it's awesome. What about you?
I don't know. I really hope that how they're saying it's a direct sequel to BO1. BO1 is definitely probably a top 3 Call of Duty for me of all time. And Pop's going to say Boomer. I know he's saying Boomer in his head when I say that.
No, I agree. I say Boomer to Brandon when he says, "Ooh, the new zombie maps are too hard for me." Ooh,
I never said they're too hard. There's so much to do.
I refuse to learn them.
There's just a lot to do. Like I don't even.
Oh, hey, Jake, let's play the Origins Easter egg where we have to build 4 staffs, upgrade them, build a robot, send the robot out to I'm not even going to go over it because it literally will take me 10 minutes to describe it. That's how long it is.
Oh, you got a new headset.
Yeah, it's wired.
Oh, nice. I saw you holding up a box. I'm like, I wonder what he got. But, yeah, I guess kind of going back into it, as much as I liked BO1, I hope that Cold War isn't too much like BO1, just because of the fact that it's a new game, and obviously Call of Duty's been in that market of making content that there's really not a surprise what they're going to come out with every year. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get a campaign, a multiplayer, and based on if Treyarch is in the development of it, you're going to get zombies. So it's been the same every year, year after year. So hopefully, as much as I want it to be like BO1, I hope it's different enough that it engages like us as an audience to enjoy it and not think, oh, this is exactly what I played 10 years ago.
I don't know.
Well, we don't always get a campaign.
I'm kind of hoping that it's the same as BO. I mean, I know it's going to be like better graphics and whatnot, but I'm hoping it's to be a little more like BO1 zombies, but just with more or better graphics, of course. But also like because like all like the commando and all that's going to be in there. But okay, another little thing, like, is it? How is like the attachment system with that? Like, does anyone know like what the attachments are yet for any of those?
Well, that's the thing I'm wondering too, because you don't have set characters you play as, like Tank or any of those characters. That if you go in as your operator, I almost wonder if you go in choosing your loadout already.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
They
you do.
Customize your own loadout.
Yeah, you like choose your loadout and everything now, which is also kind of like it's gonna be really cool to see, but it's also gonna be like really weird. Like imagine starting off with a commando. Like, the first 10 waves aren't gonna matter because you already got a good enough gun.
But also, I think it's gonna start off as probably like a common. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you can like start off with like complete all attachments and like literally like you said, like devastate zombies through like the first 10 rounds like it's nothing. Like I feel like there's gonna have a system for that.
Yeah, when I heard about the loadout, I was like, totally, I don't like that. But then when I heard someone say it's probably just going to be a gray weapon that's only going to get you through a couple rounds, and then you're going to need to upgrade it.
I almost wonder too with the Pack-a-Punch even, because obviously Pack-a-Punch is a thing. In the next one is if you do start out, you pick what weapon you start with. So say you start with the Commando for 2,500 points or 5,000, whatever that might be, you get to add an attachment. And you want to add another attachment, you go put it back in Pack-a-Punch, and it gives you 2 attachments. So essentially, you got to hit Pack-a-Punch 4 or 5 times to get your gun all the way loaded up, and then by then, you're good to go.
So
that's how it was in BO4.
Like, increase the rarity every time you put it in there.
Yeah, exactly. And by the time it gets to legendary rarity, it's whatever your loadout weapon is.
BO4 had that, and people did not like it because they wanted to get rid of like the core like crutch perks that everyone ran every single game. So they made double tap. They made it so when you upgrade your gun, you can put it in the Pack-a-Punch machine like 4 more times, and it'd go up 25% more damage every single time. And people didn't like that at all.
It's a lot of like points to use on just upgrading your weapon, and a lot of people love doing the Easter eggs and stuff, but if you're spending so many points doing that, opening doors, like getting all this stuff ready, it was taking way too long.
I don't know. There's a lot of they've given us enough to be excited about, but also there's a lot of question marks. I feel like.
I think it's gonna be
definitely.
like BO3 where you can go in before the game and put loadout, like put all the attachments on the guns you want, and then you're just gonna get them from the box. Then you can get a common one all the way up to a legendary one.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too is you like, are you going to be stuck with that loadout? Is there going to be an option to maybe spend points to buy a new loadout or change your weapons at any point of the game too?
I think you'd still be able to buy guns off the wall or hit the box.
Yeah. There's a mystery box
It's
and all
just
that.
like a starting
Yeah.
loadout for you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
It's just spawning with a gun.
secondary weapon is.
Yeah, but that's the thing too is like and that's like I'm glad that they have wall guns and mystery box and stuff, but at the same time is if they allow you to have your max ranked weapon to start, it makes those things kind of irrelevant. So I kind of wonder how they're going to nerf picking your loadout so that it forces you to still hit the mystery box and rely on those wall guns too in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost feel like kind of like on the topic with like the attachments and whatnot. Like it might not even be like spending like $2,500 to, to pack a punch your machine to get it, or pack a punch your gun. Sorry, and then up your rarity. I think what it might be is you might spend like a little bit of cash. I mean not $25,000 or $5,000 or points, whatever, but spend like a little bit of cash to get your attachments, but like the whole like pack a punch is different. Like that just will up your your power of your weapon, but like the attachments are still going to be like a little its own separate thing, but it's just not going to be as much, even like close to that. Like maybe like that's how they're gonna put that in there, and which I wouldn't be opposed to that then, as long as it's not spending $2,500 just to put a a grip on there.
One thing about the trailer that I was curious about was it mentioned something about two different teams. Like, is there going to be what is that about? Did anyone ever clarify on that or look that up? Because I didn't. So I was just wondering if you guys know.
I hope they bring back grief mode.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That's what I really want.
Grief mode?
Yeah, in BO2, you were either like the CDC or the CIA.
Sorry, I asked the wrong question.
And it was like you and one other person versus another team of two, and it was like whoever survived the longest, and you could like knife them if they were trying to revive their buddy, and they would stop reviving them. So it was
really,
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a big thing. You can either like choose to help. Like it's basically like an 8, player zombie match. You can either choose to just stick with your 4 people or how many people are on your team and just help each other out, or you can kind of group up with the other team, and I mean, yeah, you can't pick them up. They have to pick them, just them 4 or whatever up. But you can either choose to help each other out or else completely like dick each other over. Like with the whole thing of knifing and whatnot, and like stealing kills and crap like that. I don't know. I played a couple of games of that, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of fun.
It's really fun because if like the entire other team downs, then they're out for the rest of the round. And in order to win, you have to clutch the rest of the round. So you could have like the entire lobby of people watching you play zombies, and when it gets down there, it gets really intense. So you have all the zombies coming after you. And there was like certain drops.
Pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
there was
like a lot of fun.
spoiled meat. You could get it, and you could throw it at the enemies, and it would attract all the zombies, like the boomerang from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
that's actually really dope. I hope they implement that then. And I mean, I don't know how much interaction there would be between these other teams. Like, even a cool idea for that would be potentially like starting on 2 opposite sides of like this map, and then ending up intermingling and becoming like they become a secondary threat to you now as you progress through the rounds.
Kind of like what's that classic zombie map? That's like where they start off 2 people on one side and the other 2 people. Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh,
yeah. So just had the team split, and then, but like once you obviously progress further through whatever map it is, you're gonna run into each other, and then they have them be able to. Maybe at reduced damage, be able to hurt you, or something along that lines, or like the down system. Like, have it so that they can prevent you from like resurrecting. I think that'd be pretty cool. Then you could have like a fight over intel. I don't know how they plan on doing it, but that'd be kind of cool too. Just like you're like trying to gather intel, and that could be part of the Easter eggs that they plan with the zombies too.
You ended up fighting over drops too, because the drops only benefited your team. So like the max ammos would only help you in insta kills. That was really fun.
Could you hurt this other team, that not just that, like stop them from getting rezzed, or
No.
no? Okay.
You could like run a train into them.
Yeah. You could it literally, because it was called grief, you could just grief the other players as much as you wanted. Like it was like the perfect fitting name.
If you got an EMP grenade, you could totally mess with them. You could like disable their perks, and if they hit the box and their gun was coming up, you could throw an EMP at it and the gun and just shut the box down, so they lose all their points. And same with pack a punch too. So if they wasted 5,000, put a pack a punch, and then you threw an EMP grenade, it'd be all gone. They'd be out of gun, 5,000 points, and just be shit, out of luck.
This already sounds like something I'm gonna get pissed off about.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why it's like if you can get the right people, it's not bad then, you know. But if they're all just gonna shit on each other, you know, then it's just like I don't know if I want to play this. You know,
I would just try to out petty the other team at that point. Like I would just be more petty than them.
Is it confirmed as well 4-person teams?
It's usually 4-person teams. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's confirmed. I don't know why they would.
Well, like you had mentioned with this grief mode, how there'd be technically 8 players. I wonder if that's something like how we could split into 2 teams. I mean, obviously there's 5 of us on this call. It'd be a matter of picking up 3 other people, and we have our own full lobby and go against each other.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm hoping that we would dick each other over, to be honest. But
well, yeah.
I'd dick you guys over.
So
I'd dick you guys over hard.
100% we would.
My friends from school, they'd come over and play, and so we'd do a 2v1 because I'm significantly better than they are, and it's always really fun because they like one of them will try to mess with me, and one of them will like make sure the zombies don't get to him. That's really fun. It's watching 2 people who like barely play zombies, like and work together against me. I liked it.
How would you guys feel about if they changed up like essentially how zombies was ran? Like say it's a bigger map than you're used to, or something along those lines. They made it more open world
maps already, though.
Well, I'm saying like a Warzone size map. How would you feel about that concept?
I probably wouldn't like it.
I think like a Warzone size map would be like a little too much, but
see, and that's like I'm just kind of jumping into the idea of like them bringing potentially like that's an idea that's been entertained that zombies might be brought in for Warzone, and I'm just curious how you guys would feel about that concept, especially with Halloween around the corner.
I think it's going to be like infected.
Yeah, that's what I was.
They had the infected mode. It was really fun.
How did it work there? I've never played it.
Too. They brought the husks in for that. Was it Halloween? It was like that limited time that you could like
for
go and
Fortnite?
attack their. Yeah, you could go attack their like spawns or whatever. You can get like weapons and shit.
Yeah, and on the
that
new
was for Christmas time too.
For Chapter 2, they added where the agency is now. It used to be an island of husks.
Oh.
But yeah, I didn't like it when they had that in the entire game, though, where literally you had no choice but to play Fortnite, and there was husks all over the map, and there's nothing you could do about it. Like, they should have made it in LTM mode, not forced everyone for... It was a few weeks that they had it in there before they took it out, too, so...
Yep.
Did they even call them husks in the challenges and stuff? Because I thought they call them zombies still. Because it was like a save the world thing, was like their husks. But
I don't remember.
I think it was different from Save the World. It was like their own
they
thing.
They weren't actually like husks. We just called them husks, but they had like brutes and like these other like tall like creepy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just remember the Ice King brought him?
Oh yeah.
From his big castle.
I forget about Fortnite. I'm about a year removed from that game. I see it sometimes and I'm like, that's still kicking?
I downloaded it and like I was playing it because like the whole like the new season was Marvel. I downloaded it, bought the battle pass, played it for like 2 weeks, haven't
On the
touched it
box.
since, and it's been 3 weeks since then. So
All right, so not to put everybody on the spot, we'll kind of wrap things up here in final points. I'll start with in the order I see everybody. Mike, I'll go with you first. Final points, reactions, comments with the new zombies, or even Cold War as a whole.
So Cold War as a whole, I actually wasn't 100% sure I was even going to get it, but I'd say Zombies is definitely a turning point for me. It was kind of like that little extra step I needed to kind of get off that decision on if I wanted to buy it or not. Overall, it looks very fun. It looks like it's going to be something that probably will be around for a long time, that people will be playing consistently because, like Pop was saying, people are getting bored. They need something new. They need something fresh for zombies, and I think this is exactly going to hit that right on the head. That's just kind of it for final talking points for me. So,
all right, Mr. Lake.
I'm super excited for the campaign because I'm a sucker for a good campaign. But I really hope that Zombies ends up being a little bit more like World War II, where like it had that more of like a creepy vibe. But I'm still really excited for him and everything. So yeah, as a whole, definitely can't wait.
Yeah, with the zombies, it definitely has a horror game feel, especially with the trailer and how they made it look. It looks terrifying at points. But Pop, I don't even want to pick on you because this is gonna be another hour. But go ahead.
Well, I'm just overall excited. I'm gonna play it nonstop. I still play Black Ops 3 all the time, and that game's how many years old? So if that can like come up there and be and it's 5 years old. If I can play Cold War Zombies for another 5 years, I'll be very happy.
All right, Mr. Champagne.
I'm overall pretty excited about it. I don't know. I think the campaign looks cool, but I'm not like, from the way like the trailers are and like how like the guns sound, I'm not really excited about it. I don't know. They don't sound like weapons I'm used to. You know what I mean? Like it sounds different. So I don't. In that aspect of it, I'm not really excited for it. But
I don't think I'm hearing you correctly. Did you just tell me you're not excited for the campaign?
I'm excited.
A direct sequel to Black Ops 1?
A
direct sequel to Black Ops 1?
They just the guns just sound weird. Like they don't. I don't know. It's different. But overall, I'm pretty excited for the game as a whole. Zombies, I'm super excited for. I'm hoping that it's what I want. You know, like I said, not BO4 zombies, but literally anything else I'm okay with. I like the whole creepy vibe that it's giving off. So I'm hoping that it stays like that, because even though I hate World War II zombies too, the creepy vibe was actually is awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, so I'm hoping that all goes good, and that when we get more information on it, it's more in my favor, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Well, gentlemen, on behalf of Mike and I, thanks for embarking on this episode with us. We'll have to have you guys on in the near future as we explore more topics. And yeah, appreciate you guys being here.
Halo episode, baby.
Halo episode.
Hey, if you ever want to, so for our franchise Fridays, if there's a game that one of you guys thinks that you just have stupid amount of knowledge about and would just love to talk about, we'd definitely love to have you on just to discuss that.
For sure. Yeah.
So we're not just like a deer in the headlights. It could be any kind of game too, like games that we haven't played but you've played. Just let us know ahead of time. We could do our research. But yeah, no, we definitely love that.
Skyrim.
Oh, yeah, no, every Friday.
That's gonna be that's gonna be a couple episodes.
Yeah, but no, every Friday we plan on exploring like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Skyrim, Halo. So anytime that every Friday we do that, we'll let you guys know which topic, and if you guys want to jump in and kind of give your 2 cents about it, definitely feel free.
I can talk for an hour. I could talk for an hour just on the soundtrack for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. So if that's ever an episode, I could
you should do a soundtrack episode.
Not
Yeah,
I
bad.
took a class, a video game music class. I took almost nothing away from it. I just think it's funny.
I almost took that class. I didn't. So I'm glad
There's a
you
lot of
learned
music,
nothing.
not a lot of video games.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I didn't take it. They try to lure you in. They throw the word video game in front of the words, try to get you excited. And next thing you know, you're listening to terrible music
not
for
even
an
a
hour.
big fan of Marty O'Donnell.
See,
You could just see Pop.
He left. He's gone.
It's the Halo composer.
Oh, I was like, Marty O'Donnell. I'm not even sure who that is. He's offended. All right.
man.
Oh, he's coming back. I'll let him back in.
He needs to go cool off for a
Yeah,
second.
he needed to go-
He had to step out.
He needed to go put his fist through a wall quick, and now he's
Yeah.
back.
Oh, God.
Man. How do you feel, Pop?
We don't have enough time to talk about how I feel.
Okay. Man. Well, anyways, everyone have a wonderful day. It was nice talking with all of you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see somebody who rats on Xbox here pretty quick. So
Yeah, I'll be on soon.
Back later on tonight.
All right, I got some schoolwork, but then later, potentially, possibly, maybe. We'll see.
I kind of want to play some zombies now.
I was thinking that too, Pop. I'll see you in a few minutes, then, huh?
See you on Go Rod, bitch.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
just don't do the Easter egg. I want to help you guys with that. We also have.
Working.